I am Jack Cade. I am the first ever kick captain. I had a couple surgeries. Hemophilia, I was diagnosed with that officially the day I was born. So when you go to that hospital, you're not just there for a stay or a surgery. You don't just enter in a hospital, you enter in a community. They've been phenomenal. I mean, they're very knowledgeable about the stuff that I had, like that stuff that I was diagnosed with. They knew all about it, they knew how to handle it. They were very skilled, very versed in hemophilia, hydrocephalus, all of it. I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. When I stepped out into the sun and stared around the field, that's a moment I'll never forget. Just the sea of, I looked out into the crowd, it was just a sea of black and gold, and it was quite an experience. It was quite a sight I'll never forget. It's an almost indescribable feeling. Like, I've had years and years and years to ponder on that experience, and it's a memory that I will never forget every day. Even to this day, I still remember it.
It's the 107th homecoming for the Iowa Hawkeyes, who look to end a two-game losing skid to the Purdue Boilermakers. Nothing new at old PU. They love to throw the football with freshman Jack Plummer. Nate Stanley loves to chuck it as well, but today the Hawks need to rediscover their bread and butter, the running game.
There's no rocket science here, okay? It's about playing good football. Playing good football, and all that gets down to is us, playing with great effort out there. All right, great effort, great toughness, and playing team football. That's what we got to do. It's nothing magical. We do it together, and we do it the best we can. Let's go.
Let's go, come on.
It's 4-2 Iowa versus 2-4 Purdue at storied Kinnick Stadium. Good morning, everybody. I'm Gary Dolphin alongside the great Eddie Podolak. Welcome to Big Ten football.
So here we go. The opening kickoff. Ball is in the air. 2nd down and 6. Play fake, a lob over the top. Smith with a catch at the 30. Brandon Smith inside the Boilermaker 25. It'll be 1st and 10 Iowa. Well, the Hawkeyes chew up 7 minutes of the opening drive of the first quarter. And they'll call on Keith Duncan. And he punches his 14th field goal of the year right through the uprights. He's back to pass, and here's Epinesa, gets a hold of him, chases him out of the pocket. Nixon had a hold of him. Plummer throws it downfield and out of bounds. Oh, Davion Nixon and A.J. Epinesa ran a half marathon trying to get to him. Stanley going to throw, blitz coming. He gets rid of it, lobs it on a fade pattern, caught by Amir Smith. He one-hand grabbed it and then danced down the sideline for another 10 yards. And he's out of bounds at the Purdue 31. What a gymnastics-type move by Amir Smith-Marset. Duncan, 14 of 16 on the year. He's already got 1 today and hopefully 2. It's a 44-yard try. It's on the way. It is right through. He hooked it inside the right upright and a 6-0 lead for the Hawkeyes. And now backs up 4 yards in that pistol. Got 2 backs there. Fakes to one of them. Here's a quick slant. The wide receiver screen. 1st down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line of the Hawkeyes. Oh, the ball is out. The ball pops out. Hawks are saying they have it. The ball popped out. The receiver was trying to get an extra yard or 2. Ahmad Anderson was stretching for the 5-yard line, and the ball popped out. And the Hawks are on it. Plummer, 1 running back. Tight end goes in motion. Play fake to DeRue. He rolls right. Wants something down the middle of the field. And he's sacked. He is sacked by John Wagner. Here's Stanley from the 46. Good protection. Fires to the sideline. Caught. A missile there. Great protection. 1st and 10 Iowa. 39-yard line. Stanley on a rollout right. Now fires a pass. Caught at the 30. 1st down at the 28. 3 for 3 on the day. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick is long enough and right down central. 1st and 10 at the 37. They throw the fade route, caught by Bell. deep in Iowa territory, out of bounds near the 20. And Plummer's looking that way into the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by David Bell.
Man.
The Heartland is brought to you by Mediacom. Today's broadcast is powered by Extreme. Feel the power of amazingly fast internet, up to 1 gig. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
Minutes, 13 seconds to go. Early on in the second half. Third quarter, 12-13 to play. After the incomplete pass, Plummer back to throw again. Lobs it short, picked off, intercepted. Intercepted by Riley Moss. He's running back the other way, down to the 30-yard line. Pass was underthrown, intended for David Bell, and Riley Moss made a spectacular break on the ball. First and 10 at the Iowa 28. Stanley to throw on first down. Comes to the underneath man, and he's running in space. Tyler Goodson out of bounds up near midfield at the 48-yard line of the Hawks. A gain of 20. Uncharacteristic, low-scoring game. Stanley hit as he throws, caught. First down, Amir Smith-Marset at the Purdue 22-yard line. Again, Ed, to your point, right in the middle of the field. Here comes a late rush, a blitz, caught. Iowa inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Hawkeyes. A great catch by Indiana native Tyrone Tracy.
Boy, and a good pattern, too.
Purdue has 5 guys right at the nose of the football. Goodson hurdles over right guard. Touchdown! Touchdown, Iowa! The freshman Tyler Goodson finally punctures that end zone for 6. Here comes the snap. He pump fakes, rolls right. Nobody to throw it to. Now throws behind the coverage. Caught by Brandon Smith at the 38-yard line of Purdue. What a play. What vision by Stanley, waiting for Brandon to clear behind a double deep coverage.
And he's running for his life, and he's falling backward as he throws this ball 40 yards down the field.
And the kick is on the way by Duncan, and automatic Keith drills one through from 38 yards. And the Hawkeyes on the first play of the fourth period extend the lead to 19-7 over the Purdue Boilermakers. Well, Purdue's going to throw it now. Plummer back to pass. Airs it down the middle of the field. He's got Bell wide open. Caught at the 40. First and 10 Purdue. The 36-yard field goal attempt. Plenty of leg, and it is right through. So this would be a good time to just ramrod the football right down this Purdue defense's throat and run it into the end zone. And here's a good start. Mekhi Sargent, 20, 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Boy, did you call that one? Did you get your head in a huddle there?
First and 10 in the Case IH red zone is Iowa. Sargent straight ahead, big hole up the middle. He's squirming inside the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Iowa! Talk about shoving it down your throat.
Oh, he ran through 3 tackles.
As we await Dellinger's onside kick. And it's covered up by Nate Weeding at the 48-yard line. And the final score will be the Hawks 26, Purdue 20. What a football game.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa Corn. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. You may think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Find your locker.
Sit down, I want to get your picture taken. You can open it. So awesome. I just think it's an awesome program that the hospital and the football team does for the kids, because the kids really enjoy it. I mean, this is once in a lifetime for these kids that come in and just to experience this all. And I just think it's a really neat and awesome program.
First time in the locker room? What do you think about it? It's pretty big, huh? Tell me what you think about your locker.
It's interesting. I really liked it. I like seeing my big picture out.
She's having a great time. This has been a wonderful day for her.
Yeah, she's having an amazing time. She's super excited.
If there's anything else we can do, let us know. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. Good luck. Cade, it was nice to meet you. Have fun. Keep smiling. That's good.
You have to hold the ball like this. Smile big, really big. There you go.
Thanks, Kendra. Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah. There you go, Kendra. You're welcome. There you go.
I know, right? This is my helmet.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. This is amazing.
So the Swarm is a way that we can connect with past and present Hawkeyes and all of Hawkeye Nation. And we know that since January, all of our hard work is coming to pay off. And that's the reason we grab hands, we walk through the tunnel, we're really slow, because we're really confident in our preparation and everything that we put in up to this point. And we're gonna go out, we're gonna lock hands, and we're gonna go really slow. And once we get to the opening at Kinnick Stadium, we're gonna stop and hold hands and let everybody catch up. And when Coach Ferentz says go, we go and we start really slow. And the reason they call it the Swarm is because when we're locked up holding hands and we start going, we look like a swarm of bees. Isn't that funny? Black and yellow, we look like a swarm of bees. So that's why they call it the Swarm, and that's what we're getting ready to do. And it's really, really important to us, and you gotta be serious about it, but we gotta have fun too. You know, because football's a fun game, and we're really, really excited about today. We're really glad that you guys are our kid captains. Let's go.
Appreciate you guys coming down.
Right there. Put that right there.
How you doing, sir? Not do all that today? That's really nice of you. Thank you. Get a picture. Got that help? Yeah, there you go. Look at those shoes. Wow.
It's really neat if you think of what's happened in the last 10 plus years, almost 11 years now, how that whole thing has just come together. But the program itself, I think, what a magnificent way to really make a Saturday special for some really, families that are fighting tough battles.
All right, guys. What's happening to you guys? This is Jay. Did you get to meet the players? Or are you on Kurt? Nice to see you guys. All right.
When families get to come to Iowa City as a kid captain and have a day where it's not about being in the hospital or procedures or surgery, and they just get to celebrate the joy of being alive, that I think is one of the most impactful things, because these kids are dealing with things that I think a lot of adults would have a hard time with, and they do it with such strength and such bravery. They're just really an inspiration to everybody.
Decked out, you look good.
Yeah.
You look good. So shirts in your favorite part?
Yes.
I figured he might be. How you guys doing? Should I go?
Kirk and Brian Ferentz have a huge role in Kid Captain. We needed to get the okay from athletics and from Coach Ferentz back in 2009 to even have the concept of the program. And of course they said absolutely. And then Brian has also been really involved with the program and helping us make, especially Kids Day, better and better every year. They also make sure that on game day, our home game kid captains are recognized in the tunnel, not just by the players, but by all the coaches. Everybody comes by to say hello. They know them by name, they know where they're from. And I can't tell you what that means to a family, that the coaches and players take time out of their day on game day to spend time with them.
The Heartland is brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Hawkeye football is brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Avoid breakdowns in coverage with U.S. Cellular. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I knew he was going to be a long, physical corner. So all I had to do was make sure I get his hands off me. But that didn't work too well, so I was just running down the sideline. I just tried to beat him with speed. He was grabbing my left. All I wanted to do is just make a catch and, try to put the offense up the field. And I just luckily stuck that one hand out there, grabbed it. It was sensational. Should have kept running, but went out of bounds.
I think it all started up front. The O-linemen did an amazing job with, keying on their guys, and I just made a play.
During the forced fumble, it was just a play I seen before. I knew they were trying to throw a tunnel screen. I was coming from the backside, and at that point, I was just trying to keep him up. I seen everybody rallying to the ball, and then whenever I had an opportunity, I saw he's flagging the ball. I just tried to rip it out at the last second. I finally got it and got the recovery.
I kind of jammed and sunk, and then quarterback was looking my way, so I was getting ready, and he let it go, and I just went up and made a play on the ball, and I guess when I came down with it, I was already ecstatic, so I kind of wasn't looking for the return, but looking at the film, if I would have went up the sideline a little bit, it probably would have been 6, but I was just so excited to get the pick, so. Up front, they got a really good, up front. They're very physical. They sound. They don't cause a lot of penalties. So they're very sound in their defense. They, communicate really well.
For us, it's gonna be a tough game. We're going in this game taking these guys very serious, and can't take those guys for granted. We got to earn hard yards come Saturday.
Offensively, they do a bunch of RPO stuff. They have a new quarterback, so he can run a lot, so he can hurt us on the ground. We got to be disciplined on our run game, and they got really good backs. They got 3 of them now. Especially last year, they kind of hurt us in the run game, so defending the run's gonna be a big key this game.